Hey y'all, I just wanted to, this is Carpo here, I just wanted to kind of iterate a little bit about this issue we have with people who are preppers and the way they're looked upon by the rest of society as kind of outcasts or, uh, extremists. I don't think it has to be that way. I think that people can be prepared for any event and don't necessarily have to be an apocalyptic type of person. Um, the reason I make this video is because I was recently accused by someone on my site. Uh, Actually, they found me on another website that I'd posted a comment on YouTube about, intuition and feelings and vibes and, some eccentric stuff. And somebody decided to just knock me down and say, oh, it's all bullshit, science doesn't prove it, on and on and on and on. So, long story short, the guy got irritated with the comments I made, so he decided to go to my personal YouTube page here and go to my tobacco gardening video and make some funny comments about how ha 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 tobacco is useless, what are you going to do, ha ha, you'll lose your house, you can't grow your garden, ha ha, what's a garden going to do for you. And he insisted that I was basing my prepping on the Mayan calendar. And he continued to list off all these things that he thought I believed, and not one of them was accurate. And I decided to give up on that. I mean, I'm not going to argue with someone. It's pointless. It's a waste of my energy. And trying to explain to people that it's more than a Mayan calendar or the I Ching or any of that crap. We're prepping for reality. The economy is on a downturn. Bread has doubled in price in the last year, if you don't already know that. Eggs, meat, dairy, and corn, it's all close behind, and in a couple of years you're not going to be able to afford your own food, so growing your own garden might be a very good option, and it might actually be cost effective. As for growing tobacco, he said that it would be a totally worthless commodity if, say, the system went down. He says tobacco would be a useless commodity. And I just laughed, because tobacco is not a useless commodity. I decided to smoke a cigarette while I said this, just for, I don't know, posterity. I'm actually trying to quit smoking myself. But the notion that some people have about people preparing, they become fearful. They don't want you to be comfortable. And it's almost like they haven't done anything to prepare in their lives, so they're going to knock you down and say preparing is unnecessary. Those people, they can live their lives however they want, and we can live ours however we want. Plain fact is, and a simple fact is, even if a garden's useless today, in 20 years, if the grid does go down or something happens, who knows, I'll know how to grow a garden. I'll know how to grow tobacco, and I'll have seeds to do that. And I'll have emergency food to get me through until that happens, until that food grows. And I think that the people that, insult and make fun of us just don't understand that it's more than a doomsday. It has nothing to do with apocalypse. For some people it does. For a lot of people it does. For me it has to do with a slow descent into chaos in our society. You can see it around the world. It's happening everywhere. Who's to say the U.S. isn't right behind us all? The economy, the banks are collapsing. The U.S. economy is in total shambles. Anybody who thinks it's going to continue on this path, it can't. And so I'm not afraid of the future, and I don't believe in an apocalypse. I don't think a meteor is going to hit the world, and I don't think that there's going to be a giant earthquake that's going to take the Earth out, or a polar shift that's going to sink the continents. What I do think is there's going to be something unpredictable that's going to occur within my lifetime, and by being prepared for that event, I can be more comfortable in my life. I have 3 kids and a wife, and I have to support them, and if I was totally unprepared and tomorrow a disaster hit and I had to leave home and I had nothing, well, at least I have some emergency food I can load in my car, some basic, survival stuff, some stoves and whatnot. I got stuff ready to go, and those who don't, that's their choice. But to go along insulting someone or trying to prove a point about how nothing's going to happen is just about as ignorant as saying that some giant, sky god's going to come down on December 21st, 2012, and take us off into the world, into space, or the rapture is going to come and Jesus is going to come down. It's all speculation. Nobody knows. So, being prepared is a state of mind more than anything you can own. You can have a garden. You can have a 10-year supply of food and all of your weapons and everything you could possibly want, and still be completely ignorant as to how to survive. So just remember that survival is a state of mind, and if you can keep that state of mind going, you're always ready. So to those who want to go ahead and just knock people who are following their intuition like I am, well, more power to you. But I don't know how to help people like that. I do love everyone, and I do hope everyone makes it through whatever may ensue in our lifetimes. But every one of our ancestors has had a period of hardships in their life. Look at the Depression. Even something that simple could just throw everything into chaos. Having a garden could change that. So, to all who oppose, I don't know why you oppose, because there's nothing to oppose. To all those who agree, right on. Keep stockpiling. Do what you can. Be prepared. And be in your comfort zone. Peace, y'all. Take care. Be safe.